Hello everyone, my name is Sanya Arora and today I am back with another presentation. For the last few weeks, I've been working on the virtual internship program of Codebasics, and this is the submission for the week for task 2. I have got some insights from Wavecon Telecom Analysis, which I'm going to present in this presentation. So let's get started. Before moving further into the presentation, let's first understand the outline of the presentation. At first, I'll tell about the company and like what's the problem statement, why are we doing this analysis. Then we'll look about the impact of the 5G launch on revenue. Then we'll do some KPI analysis. Then we'll move on to the plan analysis after the 5G launch, like which plan should be continued, which should be discontinued. We'll have a deeper analysis for the plans. At last, we will discuss some strategies or recommendations which I would like to provide for their future growth. So let's just move forward. Let's talk about Wavecon Telecom. It is the third largest telecommunication company in India, and they have recently launched their 5G services. So, what they want from their analytics team is to figure out how their big business is progressing, how it's performing, where it's going well, where it's going wrong. So, on various aspects, they want their analytics team to figure out and provide them with insights. The aspects could be revenue, the plans, and so on. So, we'll see them deeper into the analysis. So let's move on. Okay, so let's talk about our first analysis, that is impact of the 5G launch on revenue. So we can clearly see over here that before 5G, their revenue was 16 billion. However, after the launch of 5G, they experienced a drop of 0.5 in their revenue, which is not so bad, but for any business, we know revenue is a very important factor. Every business strives for revenue, hence any decline is bad. So they observed a drop of 0.50. Now let's see which countries, which cities had the highest revenue and which had the lowest revenue. So we can see from this bar chart, Mumbai has the highest revenue, that is of rupees 4.9 billion, and the least was generated by Raipur, which is 0.32 billion. There here's a graph of revenue change percent by the cities. So let's dive into it here. So we can see almost 60% of the cities had a good impact of revenue. So we can see the cities in the 60% are Lucknow, Gurgaon, Patna, Raipur, Jaipur, Bangalore, Pune, Mumbai, etc. These all boosted their revenues. But there are some cities like Delhi, Chennai, Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Chandigarh, and Kolkata. They saw a drop in their revenues. So the what I would suggest over here is they should look over these 40% of the cities and identify the specific challenges and customer needs to cater the audience, and they can execute customized marketing strategies as well to take care of the unique needs of the uh, customers of each city. So that was about revenue. Now let's move on to our second analysis, which is the which KPI is underperforming after the 5G launch. So here we can see two KPIs are mentioned, which have seen an underperforming performance. So active users and unsubscribed users. Clearly, it can be seen over here that before 5G, their active users were 84.4 million, but after 5G, their active users dropped to 77.4 million, and it is a decline of 8.28%. So we can see the monthly trend over here. They show the same pattern. However, we can see first it increased, then both decline. But after the decline, we can see there is the blue one before 5G. It has a stable decrease, but after 5G, it is a notable decrease. Now let's move on to unsubscribed users. So before 5G, it was 5.6 million. After 5G, it was 7 million, and there was a change of 23.50%. And in similar manner, we can see here the monthly trend. Uh, it increased, then became steady, and then after 5G, it has a decline. Now, let's dive deeper into these underperforming KPIs by cities one by one. So, let us first see active users by city. Here's a line chart comparison between the before 5G and after 5G uh, by cities. So, we can clearly see that Pune has the biggest increase in the percentage, that is followed by Lucknow and Chennai. Pune has experienced 18.60% change, Lucknow 2.6%, Chennai 0.35%. But on the other side, if you will see, Mumbai and Delhi saw a drop of in their active users. Mumbai experienced minus 14.4, basically 14.4 change, a percent change, a decline, and Delhi 17.5%. So here I would like to suggest the Wavecon company that they should work upon their customer retention programs, and they should take good customer feedback surveys and should implement them. They like the customer support should be good, their issues should be promptly answered. So in the same manner, let's look upon the unsubscribed users by the city. So here if we will see the line chart, we can see Mumbai is the only city which has a decline of 12.63%, while Lucknow takes the lead over here and it increases to 77%. So here the suggestions could be again the customer retention programs, and they should do surveys and all to retain the customers. So basically they should do customer churn analysis so that they could cater the audience better. They should retain them, like with this customer churn analysis, they can find out what went wrong, that the users are unsubscribed, and they could also design service packages that could cater the unique need and preferences of residents in each city. So these could be the suggestions for both in together for both of these active and unsubscribed users, which why like the KPIs are underperforming. So these suggestions could be implemented. Now let us move on to our next analysis, that is plan analysis. And the question is which plans are performing well and which are not performing well. So first of all, we could see this monthly revenue chart over here, and this line indicates the difference. So after April, like before June, the 5G came into they launched their 5G plans. So we can clearly see which are performing well and which are not performing well by the color. So the darker color indicates that the plans are with higher revenue, and the lighter color indicates that the plans have experienced a lower revenue. So if you will clearly see, there are a total P1 to P13 plans, P1 to P7 plans are there even after 5G, but after the launch of 5G, they have discontinued the P8, P9, P10, and three new plans are made, P11, P12, and P13. So we can clearly see our best performing plan is P1, and our lower least performance plans were P7 and P13. P7 is, we can clearly see the tone, the lighter tone over here, and in April, it was 146 million. There is a huge decline from 146 to 33 million in June. And then, if we will see these new plans, among these, the P13 is showing very less progress. So, this is the least performing plan. Let's move on to the next question under plan analysis only. So it's which and is there any plan which is affected largely by the 5G launch, or should we continue or discontinue that plan? So again, if we will see, P7 is the plan we discussed before, which has shown a huge decline. So revenue and customer base have consistently declined for this plan. So since it's not meeting our audience expectations, we can discontinue this plan, and we can like provide emphasis on or we can focus more for better and more profitable products and services, like the way we have created P11, P12, P13. So we can like move on with P11 and P12. So P7 should be discontinued. Now let us dive deeper into this question, and let us see our best performers, worst performers. So let us first see the worst performers. So as discussed before over there, P7 as the worst performing plan after 5G launch. We can clearly observe this from this snippet over here, that there is a decline of 73.20% in the revenue. Before 5G it was 582.4 million. After 5G it's 155.6 million. Hence the 25 GB combo 3G 4G data pack should be clearly discontinued, as it is giving us a major loss. So hence this should be under discontinued plans. Next, as discussed, the new plans. Among new plans, P13 is the least performing plan. We should not immediately discontinue this. I would suggest we should see the pattern first, how it is working as it's newly started. If we see a decline only, we should discontinue this as well. Now let us look at best performers as well. So here, if we will see, clearly we saw P1 was our best performer. We had a gain of 33.33% in our revenue. And from this snippet as well, we can see 4.2 billion is the total revenue before and after 5G. So 1.8 billion is before 5G. After 5G, it's 2.4 billion. Hence, we had a gain. So now if I will see among the new performers, which plan is best, so it is P11. We can clearly see from here among P11, P12, and P13. P11 is our best performer. So these two should be continued and should be taken care of. Should be there should be analysis or surveys should be done to retain these customers, as these are our best performance plans. Now let's move on for to this next ad hoc question which was asked by us. So is there any plan that is discontinued after the 5G launch? What is the reason for it? So we clearly saw three plans were discontinued after 5G launch: P8, P9, and P10. So what could be the reasons for that? One which is very clearly visible over here is their limited validity. We can see from these snippets that P8 we can see it's for 1 day, P10 is for 3 days. So their limited validity is the reason which we can clearly see. However, I could think of some other reasons as well, like the competitor landscape. So we should, the Wavecon Telecom should ensure alignment with current market trends for sustainable relevance. So this could also be one reason for discontinuation. Maybe there would be low market demand for these plans, or customers preferences could be changed. Hence this could also be one reason. So cost inefficiency or high maintenance expenses, these plans would have been not cost efficient for the Wavecon Telecom, so they would have discontinued these plans. Or maybe the customers feedback would have been negative or dissatisfying, so they had discontinued these plans. Or technological advancements. So these are some of the reasons which could be for the discontinuation of the plans. Now let us move on for the overall analysis and some recommendations which they can implement for their growth. So the first is customer retention tactics. So they should offer attractive deals and new features to retain their customers. And they can identify and address reasons for customer departure with special offers. If they can see that some customer is departing, so they can like customize the offers. um, we saw the P1 plan was the best and was very well performing. Hence we should promote that, they should promote that plan, emphasizing their benefits and providing discounts. Third is the most important, which every telecom and every customer based company should do. So they should listen to their customer feedback. If they find any negative feedback, they should immediately take that into account. Fourth is they should expand to new markets, so they can explore their new areas for growth, considering partnerships or acquisitions. Fifth is diversify offerings, so they can include new services as well to meet the changing demands of the customers and diversify the customers. Sixth is they should build a strong brand, like they should work on investing in marketing for recognizing their brands. Seventh is they should stay ahead of trends, like keeping an eye on industry trends, over the look over the what competitors are doing. Accordingly, they should adapt quickly to market changes. Eight is the personalized promotion. So use their data to tailor offers that align with an individual customer preferences. Ninth, ensure network quality. They should maintain a strong network infrastructure for consistent performance. And last, innovative services. They should introduce exciting services like smart home packages to attract tech savvy users. So that was all for this presentation. Thank you.